When your back is against the wall, pressure arises, it's either fight or flight in life. I've learned it's better to fight with all the will and courage you can obtain, than to run from any adversity you face off with. Life's hardships are like a crucible, a testing ground that refines and reshapes us, often revealing our true strengths. Today, we're going to explore the power of resilience, the ability to bounce back from adversity, and the incredible strength that can be found in the face of seemingly insurmountable challenges. We're going to focus on the life stories of 3 individuals who, despite the odds, have carved out their own destiny. They are not just Hollywood personalities, but real people with real challenges. They are Sylvester Stallone, Keanu Reeves, and Chris Gardner. Sylvester Stallone, a name synonymous with the gritty determination of his on-screen character Rocky Balboa. But Stallone's own life story is a testament to the power of resilience and tenacity. From his humble beginnings to the peak of Hollywood stardom, Stallone's journey is a narrative of overcoming adversity, a tale of a man who refused to be defined by his circumstances. Then there's Keanu Reeves, an actor known for his roles in blockbuster films like The Matrix and John Wick. But behind the scenes, Reeves has faced trials that would test even the strongest among us. Yet, he has navigated through these storms with grace and humility, embodying the true spirit of resilience. And finally, we'll delve into the life of Chris Gardner, a man whose story of homelessness to Wall Street success was immortalized in the film The Pursuit of Happiness. Gardner's journey is a powerful testament to the human spirit's ability to rise above adversity and create a life of success and fulfillment. These are not just tales of triumph and success, but stories of courage and fearlessness in the face of adversity. They remind us that our downfalls do not determine our destiny. Instead, they can be the stepping stones to our greatest achievements. So are you ready to explore the power of resilience, the strength hidden within adversity, and the courage to shape your own destiny? Let's dive deep into their life stories and unearth the resilience and determination that powered their journeys. Our first story is about a man who needs no introduction, yet his personal journey is far less known: Sylvester Stallone. Born on July 6, 1946, in the gritty neighborhood of Hell's Kitchen in New York City, Stallone's early life was anything but glamorous. His birth was a traumatic one, causing partial paralysis in parts of his face, which later became his trademark look. His childhood was filled with turmoil, bouncing between foster homes due to his parents' tumultuous relationship. Despite these hardships, Stallone held on to a burning passion for acting. He was determined to make his mark in Hollywood, even though the odds seemed stacked against him. His distinctive speech and rugged looks were not the typical Hollywood leading man material. But Stallone was undeterred. He believed in himself when no one else did. He knew he had a story to tell, and he was going to tell it. Stallone's breakthrough came in the form of a character named Rocky Balboa. But the creation of Rocky wasn't a simple process. Stallone wrote the script, inspired by a boxing match he'd watched. He poured his heart and soul into the story of a struggling boxer who gets a shot at the title. It was a metaphor for his own life, his own struggles, his own shot at the big time. But getting the film made was another battle. Stallone was offered a substantial amount of money for the script, but there was a catch. He wouldn't be the one to play Rocky. For Stallone, this was non-negotiable. He had written Rocky with himself in mind. He was Rocky. He turned down the offer, despite having just $106 in his bank account and a pregnant wife at home. This decision was a massive risk, but Stallone's conviction was unwavering. He knew that if he sold the script and let someone else play Rocky, he would regret it for the rest of his life, so he held out, living in poverty, until finally a studio agreed to let him play the lead role. Rocky was released in 1976 and was an instant success. It won 3 Academy Awards, including Best Picture, and catapulted Stallone to stardom. The struggles, the rejections, the hardships, all led to this moment. Stallone had proven the naysayers wrong. He had shown that a kid from Hell's Kitchen, with a slurred speech and a dream, could make it. But Stallone didn't stop at Rocky. He continued to create, to act, to push boundaries. He brought us characters like John Rambo in First Blood, another iconic role. He faced more ups and downs, more successes and failures, but he kept going. He kept fighting, just like Rocky. Stallone's journey is not just about becoming a successful actor. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does. It's about holding on to your dreams, even when they seem impossible. It's about perseverance, about picking yourself up after each fall, dusting yourself off, and getting back in the ring. Today, Sylvester Stallone is not just an actor. He is a writer, a director, a producer. He is an icon, a legend. But perhaps most importantly, he is an inspiration. He is a living testament to the fact that where you start in life does not determine where you end up. That your struggles, your downfalls, they don't define you. What defines you is how you rise after falling, how you keep going, how you never give up. From a struggling actor to an iconic figure, Stallone's story is a testament to the power of perseverance. Moving on to our next story, we delve into the life of another Hollywood icon, Keanu Reeves. Born in Beirut, Lebanon in 1964, Keanu Charles Reeves was raised by a single mother after his father left when he was just 3 years old. Growing up was a whirlwind of change, with his family moving around a lot. Despite these early challenges, Reeves found solace in performing arts, especially acting, which led him to drop out of high school to pursue his passion. Success didn't come overnight for Reeves. His early acting career was filled with small roles in television and film, but his big break came when he starred in the sci-fi blockbuster The Matrix in 1999. The film's success propelled Reeves into the global spotlight, and he quickly became one of Hollywood's most sought-after actors. Yet, while his career was reaching new heights, his personal life was marked by unimaginable tragedies. In 1999, the same year The Matrix was released, Reeves and his girlfriend, Jennifer Syme, were expecting a child. Tragically, their daughter was stillborn. The loss was devastating, and the couple's relationship couldn't withstand the strain. They parted ways but remained close friends. Less than 2 years later, in a cruel twist of fate, Syme died in a car accident, leaving Reeves to mourn the loss of two of the most important people in his life. In the face of such heartbreak, many would crumble. But Reeves, though deeply saddened, chose to keep going. He threw himself into his work, delivering some of the most memorable performances of his career. Yet, he remained grounded, never letting fame get to his head. He's known for his kindness and humility, often going out of his way to help others. From giving up a portion of his salary so that a film could hire a top-tier actor, to secretly funding children's hospitals, Reeves is as much a hero off-screen as he is on screen. But perhaps what's most inspiring about Reeves is his perspective on life and loss. He once said, "Grief changes shape, but it never ends." It's a sentiment that speaks volumes about his resilience. Instead of letting his losses define him, he has allowed them to shape him, to make him more empathetic, more understanding, more human. Reeves' story is a testament to the power of perseverance. Despite the tragedies he has faced, he has managed to carve out a successful career while remaining true to himself. He has shown us that it's possible to experience profound loss and still find a way to keep going, to keep living. It's a lesson we can all learn from. Indeed, life hasn't been kind to Keanu Reeves. It has thrown him curveballs, tested him in ways few can imagine. But through it all, he has remained steadfast, proving that adversity isn't about how hard you fall, but how quickly you pick yourself up. Reeves' journey is a powerful reminder that our downfalls don't determine our destiny. It's not the tragedies we face that define us, but how we respond to them. And Reeves has responded with grace, humility, and an unyielding spirit that continues to inspire millions around the world. Through every loss and hardship, Reeves has remained a beacon of kindness and humility, a true example of grace under pressure. The last story we explore is that of Chris Gardner, a man whose journey from homelessness to millionaire entrepreneur inspired millions. As we delve into Chris's early years, we find a man who was no stranger to adversity. Born in February of 1954, Chris was raised in the tumultuous environment of Milwaukee, Wisconsin, under challenging circumstances. His mother, Betty Jean, was a school teacher who worked tirelessly to provide for her family, while his stepfather, Freddie Triplett, was an abusive man who inflicted physical and emotional pain on the family. Despite the turmoil at home, Betty Jean instilled in Chris a sense of hope and the belief that he could do and be anything he wanted. Life, however, had other plans. As a young man, Chris faced a series of setbacks that would have crushed the spirit of a lesser man. After a failed marriage and losing his job, Chris found himself homeless, living on the streets of San Francisco with his toddler son. But even in the face of such adversity, Chris refused to let his circumstances define him. With his young son in tow, Chris began his quest to become a stockbroker. The road was not easy. He would spend his days selling medical equipment while studying for his stockbroker's exam in the evenings, often under the dim glow of a streetlight. It was a grueling existence, but Chris was fueled by a burning desire to create a better life for his son. And then, his determination paid off. In 1982, he passed his stockbroker's exam and secured a position at Dean Witter Reynolds. Chris was finally on the path to financial stability, but his journey was far from over. He worked long hours, often sleeping in his office to save on rent, all while caring for his son. In the following years, Chris's hard work and dedication began to bear fruit. His tenacity caught the attention of Bear Stearns & Company, who offered him a position in their San Francisco office. This was the break Chris had been waiting for. He embraced the opportunity with open arms and his career took off. By the late 80s, Chris had become a multimillionaire, but he didn't stop there. In 1987, he founded his own brokerage firm, Gardner Rich & Co., with a startup capital of just $10,000. Today, that company is worth millions. Chris Gardner's story is not just about rising from poverty to wealth, it's a story of a man who, despite insurmountable odds, refused to give up. A man who chose to see his challenges not as barriers but as stepping stones to success. A man who believed in himself when no one else would. Chris's journey serves as a testament to the power of resilience and determination. He once said, "The cavalry ain't coming, you gotta do this yourself." And that's precisely what he did. Chris didn't wait for someone to rescue him from his circumstances. He took charge of his life, fought for his dreams, and in the process transformed his destiny. Throughout his life, Chris has used his experiences to inspire others. Through his work as a motivational speaker and philanthropist, he continues to spread his message of hope and resilience. He has shown that, no matter how bleak the situation may seem, there is always a way out. Gardner's story is a powerful reminder that no matter how dire the circumstances, with determination and resilience, one can forge a path to success. His life is a testament to the power of the human spirit and the unyielding belief that one's destiny is not determined by their circumstances, but by their actions and their will to succeed. So, as we reflect on the life of Chris Gardner, let's remember his unwavering spirit, his relentless pursuit of his dreams, and his indomitable will. Let his story serve as a beacon of hope for anyone facing adversity, a reminder that no obstacle is too great, no challenge too daunting if you have the will to overcome. Gardner's life is a powerful reminder that no matter how dire the circumstances, with determination and resilience, one can forge a path to success. Each of these stories paints a picture of resilience, determination, and the power of the human spirit. Let's take a moment to reflect on the extraordinary journeys we've just traversed together. We began with Sylvester Stallone, a man who knew all too well the face of adversity. Stallone's early life was marked by hardship, struggle, and rejection. But rather than succumbing to his circumstances, he chose to harness them, turning his pain into power. His story is a testament to the strength of resolve. Despite countless rejections, he held steadfast to his vision. And in doing so, he not only created an iconic character in Rocky Balboa, but also etched his name indelibly in the annals of cinema. Then, we journeyed through the life of Keanu Reeves, a man whose humility and kindness are as legendary as his acting prowess. Reeves' life has been marred by numerous personal tragedies, yet he never let his personal grief overshadow his professional life or his commitment to helping others. His story is a shining beacon of resilience, showing us that it is possible to find light even in the darkest of times. Next, we delved into the inspirational story of Chris Gardner, a man who went from homelessness to becoming a multi-millionaire. Gardner's journey is a powerful reminder that no situation is permanent, and that with perseverance, determination, and a never-give-up attitude, we can change our circumstances and create the life we desire. In each of these stories, we see common threads of overcoming adversity, of perseverance, and of resilience. Each of these men faced their own unique struggles, yet they all refused to be defined by their circumstances. Instead, they chose to define their own destinies. They chose to keep moving forward, to keep fighting, to keep believing in their dreams, no matter how distant or impossible they seemed. These stories are not just about Stallone, Reeves, and Gardner. They are about the human spirit, about our shared capacity for resilience and transformation. They are reminders that we all have the power to overcome adversity, to transform our lives, to rise from the ashes of our struggles, and emerge stronger, wiser, and more resilient. So, as we conclude, let's carry with us the lessons from these stories. Let's remember that setbacks are not the end, but the beginning of a new chapter. Let's remember that it's not about how many times we fall, but how many times we get up and keep going. Let's remember that our dreams, are worth fighting for, that our struggles are stepping stones to our success. Remember, your downfalls don't determine your destiny. Like Stallone, Reeves, and Gardner, you too have the power to shape your own destiny.